Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Skeeter's Ridge. So today we're in the kitchen and I am going to attempt to make some goat milk mozzarella cheese. I have not made this before, so I have not even tried it or done a test run. So y'all are going to see it firsthand, first time, right now. So let me show you what I have, and I'll go over everything that I have, and we'll get started. How exciting! Well, here you can see, in order to have goat milk mozzarella, you gotta have goat's milk. So here I have a gallon of raw goat's milk, and what I mean by raw is that it is not pasteurized. This is straight from my girls outside. Also, I have a slotted spoon, measuring spoons, just the plain run-of-the-mill colander, and another bowl that we will drain the whey into. Also have a measuring cup and two other little cups here, which we will go over momentarily. Now, I got this kit. Can you see that? Yeah. Standing Stone Farms. Come on now. Beginner Cheesemaking Kit. I got this on Amazon. This company is pretty well known for their cheese making. So in the beginner's kit, and I'll put a link for this in the description, you get some cheesecloth. Oh, the all-important beginner's guide. Calcium chloride. Is this? Yeah. Calcium chloride. Most important, this is a microbial rennet. You can also get a vegetable rennet or a animal rennet. A pack of cheese salt. This is non-iodized cheese salt, and a pack of citric acid. This all comes in the kit. Also get a coupon for 20% off. So, okay. So let's get started. First off, and I have a stainless pot and a thermometer, because you're going to need to keep the temp on your cheese so that it doesn't, excuse me, you're going to need to keep the temperature on your milk throughout the process. So, let's get started, shall we? Actually, I think. Okay. Milk is so pretty. Now, I have not started heating the milk yet. We have to add the citric acid to it before we heat it. The recipe that I am using is from the New England Cheesemaking Supply Company, also a very well-known supplier of all things cheese making. I'll try and post a link for this recipe also in the description. So first of all, we are going to mix our rennet. So for a gallon of milk, we're going to add a quarter teaspoon of the liquid rennet. The rennet comes in tablets also, but I have the liquid rennet. So we're going to use a quarter teaspoon, not tablespoon, of rennet. Quarter teaspoon of rennet to a quarter cup of non-chlorinated water. Now here in the country we have well water, so it is not chlorinated. So if you live in a city or an urban setting, you may need to get you some non-chlorinated water. So here. Okay. Quarter teaspoon. Okay. Quarter teaspoon. That's not much. Doesn't take much. Okay. We'll just give that a little stir like that. I'm going to set the bottle of rennet next to this cup so I don't get confused, because we're also going to do our citric acid right now. It's probably back here so you can see everything. Okay. Alright, so I've got my citric acid here. Salt for later. So 1.5 teaspoons of citric acid to 1 cup of cool water. Alright, my 1 cup of water. Oh, is that going to fit? No, it's not. Okay. Oh, sorry, y'all. Oh, here we go. Perfect. It'll fit in that. Cup of cool water. Not the cologne. to 1.5 teaspoons of citric acid. Okay. 1 teaspoon. Half a teaspoon. Okay. Alright. Close that back up so we don't waste it. Alright, we're going to stir this in real good. Okay. So that is clearly stirred up good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to slowly add this to our cold milk with our slotted spoon. Some people will take and pour over the slotted spoon so that it distributes everything. You don't really have to do this with the citric acid, I don't think, but it is a good idea to do it with the rennet. That way it doesn't just all clump together in one location. Okay, so that's stirred in pretty good. So now at this point I'm going to put this on a medium low, because this little burner, it gets pretty darn hot, and so you don't want the milk to scorch on the bottom. So we're going to heat our milk to 90 degrees, 90 to 95 degrees. Without stirring it up too much. But we do want to heat it up to 90 to 95 degrees. And then we'll move on to the next step, which is going to be adding our rennet. So in the meantime, I'm going to get another pot here and start heating up some water in it. Also a stainless pot. So this second pot of water, we want to heat up to about 175 degrees. And it doesn't have to be exact, but we want it to be close. So I'm going to go ahead and let that start heating up. And then once our milk has reached 90 to 95 degrees, we will move on to the next step. Alright, so we are just over 90 degrees, so I am going to turn off the heat. So now we are going to add our rennet, and we're going to do the same thing as before, where we pour it over our slotted spoon, and that just spreads the rennet around to all the cheese. Okay, so all of that's in. And what you're going to do here, I'll show you quickly. What you're going to do here is called an up-down motion, very gently, just up and down. can see some of the curd starting to form. It's good. It's what we want. I'm going to move this for just a minute. But that's what you want. See how it's just gentle up and down. You don't want to overdo it. So once that's blended, we're going to cover it. We're going to cover it and let it sit for 5 minutes, and then we'll come back and check it. So it's been 5 minutes. As you can see, it's firmed. It's firmed up. Like I can take my finger and do like that away from, but there's a little bit over here that I don't think is as well blended. I don't have a curd cutting knife, but I just have this regular long knife, and I'm just gonna like check it. So I think I'm gonna let it sit for just a couple of more minutes and see if that will help that finish solidifying. So we'll check back in a couple of minutes. Alright, so it's been a couple of more minutes, and you can see the liquid is starting to come up to the top, and this is separating pretty good. So at this point, what we want to do is we just want to take our knife and we're going to make 1-inch cuts in the curd. Basically we want like 1-inch cubes. That's what the rules say anyway. It's spinning. I don't really know how this is going to turn out. You know, the videos, other videos, make it look pretty easy. So we'll see. I'm chasing it now. It's probably easier to do with 2 hands. If I had my cameraman here, this would be way easier. Alright, and so we're going to go down and across. So we're going to make cubes. Hang on a second. I got to put you down for just a minute so I can... I don't know why I need 2 hands. I only have... Okay. It's bigger than... Okay, so I'm going to take, now that I've got it cut, I'm going to go underneath it and make some cuts with my slotted spoon, just like that. You can see it's starting to wrinkle up. I'm just cutting some of these bigger pieces. Down to what I think is about 1 inch anyway. You don't need a ruler if it's a little bigger or a little smaller than an inch. You're not gonna hurt it. Okay. Alright, so I think I've got it. Let me pull some of it. Oh yeah, look at that. Isn't that cool? Look at that. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to heat it. So I'm going to turn the heat back on. Put my thermometer back in. And we want to heat this to about 105. And while it's heating, let's see, we're going to slowly start stirring our curd. Very gently, very slowly. We don't want to irritate it too much. Okay. So if you want a firmer mozzarella, stir more. If you want a softer mozzarella, stir less. And this thermometer is just going to be in the way, I think, the whole time. So we'll go for a medium, I guess. I don't really know because I've not done this before. I really want that thermometer to... Let me fix that. Okay, I need for you to just stay there like that. Alright. We're actually... We're almost there. So once we get up to 105, we're going to turn this off. This thermometer was not made for this pot. Shocker. Okay, whatever. I'm just going to keep stirring. When it gets to 105, we're going to turn the heat off. And continue stirring for a couple more minutes. I'll put you over here. Okay, I think you can see. I hope I'm not cutting my hair off in this whole video. Alright, so we're at 105, so I'm going to turn the heat off and taking this out. Slowly stir for couple of minutes. So we're fixing to use that other pot of water that we were heating up to 175 degrees. That is going to help us stretch the cheese. Okay, so go ahead and get your colander. I've got a little bit of a bigger bowl here. I realized that other bowl was not going to do it. Okay. Alright. Interesting. Okay. Let me bring you over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start pulling this out and putting it into our colander here. And we're going to let it drain some of this whey. So it looks like maybe it's just going to come out in one big clump. No. Yeah. Break this up a little bit. Ooh, that's so cool. So I'm going to that's just going to go into our colander. We do not need any cheesecloth for this. Look how it's already kind of stretchy. Alright, so that's all the cheese. And you can see that it is draining some more of the whey here. Don't pour this whey down the sink. You're going to need it to keep your curd warm. And it's okay if it just kind of see, that's what I'm confused about. Why would you drain it all to just sit it back down in there? I don't really know. I don't really understand that part. Okay. Maybe it'll sit like that. I just want it to stay warm. Alright. Okay, I'm going to put my gloves, I'm going to put some gloves on here, because we're fixing to start stretching, and it's going to be hot, and I don't really want to burn myself. I'm going to put some gloves on here. I have seen some people wear like a cloth glove underneath, just because it's going to get hot and it'll be hot to work with. So, okay. The videos I watched, they were a little bit different than what this is calling for. Okay. So what we're going to do, this is where we're going to add our salt. You see there's still so just kind of spread it around your colander here. Drain some of that off. That's a lot of whey. I'm getting whey everywhere. Alright. Spread it around. Kind of thin it out around the colander here. And we're going to add our salt. How much salt? Let's see. Teaspoon of salt. And like I said, you want to make sure that it is non-iodized salt. And you can add a little more if you wanted to. So we're just going to sprinkle this around like that. I think I spilled some of it. Alright. We got our cheese salt in. Okay. So we're gonna like fold this in. So we're gonna. Dang! I just heard a lot of the salt. You can stretch this whole thing at one time if you want to, or you can break it up into pieces and stretch it out that way. What you really are looking for is you want it to stay warm, which is where your warm whey is going to come in. So what should we talk about while we're stretching cheese? I guess this would be a good time to talk to you a little about what is coming up here on the homestead soon. So we have honeybees coming in just a couple of more weeks. Super excited about those. So you'll have to, we'll have videos on all that. I know I think I talked to y'all about that once before, that we were gonna be getting bees up here. Yeah, this is getting cold. Yeah, that's warming up pretty good. Okay, let's see what's going on. Alright, let's move back over here. So all I'm doing is I'm heating the whey back up, and we'll use that to get our cheese softened so that we can keep stretching. Because that hot water was getting cold pretty quick. I don't know where to go. Hope I didn't just waste all this milk. That would not be bueno. I am just going to drop the colander with the rest of it down in there. And I've still got enough that I can work the cheese. And all I'm doing is just dipping it in and out, in and out. You want the edges to look kind of smooth. I hope you can see that. I want it to look kind of smooth. So we'll start stretching again. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, not wasted. Not wasted, y'all. Okay. Turn this off for a minute. Look. That's what you want. That is what you want. So I'm going to just keep heating, keep heating, keep stretching. Alright, look at that. Oh, that is beautiful mozzarella. That is what you want to see. I'm going to heat it a couple of more times. Oh, that just makes my day. You know, it's just the little things. You work hard to milk your girls out there, and you don't want to waste a drop of that milk. It's so precious. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, that's so pretty. Gosh, I'm just in love with that. Yeah, that's what you want. Alright, so at this point, you've got it stretched, you've got it worked. It looks like some shiny white taffy. All you're gonna do, what you're gonna do is, in your warm water, you're gonna like knead it, I guess, into a little ball. You got your little ball here. Little ball of mozzarella cheese into your brine. And you're just going to let it sit there. You let it sit in your brine, which is the cold water, with a couple of spoonfuls of whey. You can add some more salt to it if you want. We're going to let it sit there and form. And then whenever I get done with the rest of these, you can freeze them. Just let them sit in the refrigerator until they cool off, and then they can stay in the refrigerator for a couple of weeks, or look at that, you can put them in the freezer and for months and months, and they will not spoil in the freezer. And when your goats start slacking off on their milk, you'll still have some fresh mozzarella. Oh, that is just so cool, y'all. I can't even tell y'all how cool this is. I can't explain the feeling of knowing that I made this. My goats, I know where the milk came from. Y'all, everything is just everything's coming together. It takes time. Look at that. It takes time. You know, and we've been so blessed to have so much support. I'm so thankful for all the support from y'all, from our friends and family. We're just immensely blessed. If you don't already subscribe to our channel, we would love for you to. We always have crazy stuff going on. We're getting the garden ready. We are getting ready for the bees to come in a couple of weeks. We're going to try and get some chickens up here. I mean, what kind of homesteader doesn't have chickens, for crying out loud? Anyway, so y'all please subscribe to our channel. Make sure you like our videos. Hit that little bell so that you are first to know when a new video comes out. And make sure you tell your friends to watch our videos as well. I'll put links to New England Cheese Company and Standing Stone, and then there's also going to be some other links to our Etsy shop for our goat's milk soaps. There'll be a link to our Amazon wish list. If you want to drop us a line, send us a card. Our address is down there as well. Thank you so much for watching us. I hope you continue to enjoy our crazy shenanigans up here, and thanks for going on this cheese making journey with me. Like I said, I have not attempted this until just now, so any comments, any tips that you have, please leave them below, and we will see you next time. Thanks everybody. Bye-bye.